It's just the one from when I signed.
How's it feel to remain in Buffalo? You had some perhaps other options. You come back here, but how's it feel to be back?
It feels amazing to be back. This is home. This is all I know as a pro. And I'm connected to this place on a totally different level. So, this is the place I want to be. This is where I would want to spend my whole career if I can. So, it feels good to be back.
What was this process like for you? Feel like you're free agency for the first time?
It was fun. Like, it was fun. I was like, whatever happens, I'm gonna be blessed and grateful. And it's a childhood dream, as stressful as it is, and as much pressure, and you know how many um, roller coasters of emotions you could go on throughout the free agency process. I was able to just keep my mindset on the fact that it's a blessing to be in this position, and I'll be super grateful for whatever come my way.
Just going into next year, what are you looking forward to? How do you feel you grew last year and you can build on that going into next year?
Last year I feel like I was, you know, getting the training wheels off, of myself in a way. Just coming back from like, literally dying on the field to, playing again in a significant role, a starting role, playing a full season again for the first time, just filling myself out. I feel like it was a year of that. And I feel like I had a lot of success on the field. So to see where I can take it from knowing that's where I was within myself to, just growing into another year and being able to see what I did and develop myself into what I want to become this upcoming year. I'm excited for that journey. I've done it uh, in every level, high school, college, and now the pros, being able to just get a full load underneath me and then be able to build on it.
What do you want to become this year?
I just want to just continue to grow off of what I did last season. I know it was a lot of, play ops and a lot of plays, to be made on top of the ones that I feel like I already made. So, just to continue to grow, to be a leader on this team, fifth year presence, that's a very long time, especially, in the NFL, which they say is not for long. So, just to continue to grow and develop with my teammates. I think going back to your other question as far as free agency, that was probably one of the most nerve-wracking things was, just the bond we built here with my teammates, just to like, separate from those. It was messing with me emotionally. So I'm super glad to be back with my brothers and just continue to work the way that we already do.
Mark, can you take us through your conversations with Brandon Bean, starting maybe at the end of the year, exit interview, and how we got to this point with you signing?
It was always a conversation of, I was wanted here, and I appreciated that. And it was always known that I had a home here no matter what. So, I just appreciate the relationship I'm able to have with them, the clarity that I can get with them just off of a phone call. I feel like I could call Bean any second of the day and talk to him about anything, as alongside his Coach McDermott too. So, I always had a home here, and I'm trusted to play valuable snaps, and I'm trusted, to go out there and make plays for my team, which that's the ultimate thing you want as a player.
You mentioned the bond that you built with a lot of people here. One of those people seems to be Cole Bishop, who reacted to your signing. What was it like getting to know him last year, and how much does he mean to you?
It was super dope getting to know Cole. He means a lot to me. Just coming in as a young guy in the room that has already been shaped by so much culture and so many great players that have walked the journey before him, and he was all ears and he was just a lot of love. Like, Cole has one of the biggest hearts. He loves everybody, and he's all in on his teammates. And he fits in here with us well. So I'm super excited to get back to work with him. We joke around a lot, so Cole's my man. That's my baby bro for sure.
There's such an emphasis of not giving up explosives for safeties, and especially here where this team has been so good at not giving them up. Do you think like now if you 17 games started this year, how do you like the more you play, can you think you can better balance, keeping that priority while still being a playmaker? How do you think that you balance those two things?
Um, that's a good question, but I think at the end of the day, that's what we do here. Like you said, we eliminate explosives. That's one of our cornerstones of our DB room of what we talk about. So I think just having that mindset right there, there's opportunities to make plays within, that in itself. As far as if you're in position to take away the explosive, teams are going to try their explosives no matter what. So if you're already in position of taking away the explosive, whenever they take their shot, you should be in position to be able to take it away. So I think there's plays to be made within following the scheme and the system. So I'm at the point where I can understand that and know how to make plays within doing my job.
Or what sort of, you mentioned free agency, what was the interest around, maybe how many teams did you have different conversations with, and how truly close did you maybe go to go in a different direction?
We had a lot of conversations and a lot of interest, which was pretty cool. You know what I mean? To be able to um, get back, like man, I'm coming from like not knowing if I would be able to play football again. So to you know that I had what it took still, and to actually go after it and chase it and make it happen, to be able to be out there this year, like, and for teams to respect my body of work after going through so much was like, it was just cool. Like I was just appreciative of everything, regardless of if it worked out or not. So there was a lot of interest from a few teams, which I was, greatly appreciative of. But ultimately, coming back here and, staying where I'm comfortable. I know the system. I've been here. I can be a leader on this team, and we have a chance to win. I think that's my biggest thing of why I'm still playing, and why I want to be here is I want to win, and I'm a winner. Playing this game and not winning games makes this thing a thousand times harder, which it's already hard within itself. So I'm just that's a big part of coming back as well.
When you were preparing to enter free agency, did you talk to Dane at all about what it was like for him last year?
Yeah, I talked to Dane today on the phone. I've been talking to Dane like every day for the past couple weeks. Just about life. Like that's really my brother. We've been knowing each other since knee high. So that's really my brother, and it's just a genuine relationship. Like we can go months without talking, and we can call and talk about all of our problems, whether it's football, whether it's girls, whether it's anything. He's always there for me, and I appreciate that. So I've been keeping up with him, and I'm super excited for him to get what he deserves on his journey as well.
Damar, a lot of guys talk about free agency as being very stressful and going through that. You seem to have embraced it, saying hey, for what I went through, to be that. If you didn't go through what you went through, do you think you'd still embrace it so much, or did that give you a different perspective on that? That makes sense.
That's a great question. I would say going through what I went through definitely gave me more perspective, but I feel like I was already like perspective first kind of person just growing up and coming from where I came from, because it always wasn't sunshine and bright skies. Coming up out of my environment, so I always had to keep a positive mindset to give myself the energy to keep going and get what I want out of whatever situation. So yeah, I definitely always had a good perspective, but just having everything snatched away from you and not knowing what the future holds definitely made me like no matter what goes on, a couple deep breaths and a call with my mom and my dad will cure the world for me. I ain't gonna lie.
What was their reaction to all this, your family?
Just stressed out. They just want the best for their kid. They just want the best for their son, and I appreciate that. But they're in my corner no matter what, and they walked this whole journey down with me from start to finish. And I owe them everything in my life for real. I'm super excited. We're building a home back at home for them in Pittsburgh right now. So a couple days ago, I got to see them laying the foundation to it of our new home. So it's just accumulation of them putting sacrifice into me at a young age, and reaping the benefits of it. So uh, life's good for the Hamlin family. I ain't gonna lie.
Mar, you said one of the reasons you want to come back is because you're comfortable here. What makes you comfortable in Buffalo and in this organization?
Well, I would say, just speaking of Buffalo in general, I always tell everybody on the outside world when they ask me about the snow and the weather and, all of the things that people like, pinpoint about Buffalo being what it is. And I always tell them, like, I love Buffalo. Like, this is my piece away from the world. Safe here, everybody treats me normal. Like, I'm not, I'm not bothered by anybody, like, people truly love me here. And just adding on to that, the weather. I feel like I learned how to use it to my advantage. People don't want to come here December, January, late in the year and play football. It's a different type of animal. You got to be really, really, really built different to be able to do that. And I feel like I learned how to use it to my advantage. So, I really love being here. On and off the field, man, it's my piece away from the world, and we have all the resources here in the building to do whatever we want to do in the world and be as successful as we want to be and take it as far as we want to be. From the training room to the weight room to Chapel to Dr. Dash to Lynn, man, everybody, it's everybody's invested into the players here. So this is the place to thrive and become whatever you want to become.
Talk about all the members of the organization. Danny Kellington moves on to Carolina. Obviously, you two will always be connected.
Yeah.
Can you give your perspective on him moving on and what he meant to you while he was here?
Denny meant the world to me. Like every morning, coming in, or 7 a.m. stretch, full body stretch to Denny, cracking my toes to cracking my neck to just stretching my whole body out, man. And our just one-on-one talks that we would always have. Like Denny was, one of the most locked in people, one of the most focused on his craft individuals that I've ever met. He's helped me through a lot of like small injuries that I've had under the radar, just to keep me going and keep me feeling the best that I can feel. So, I love Denny, man. He's definitely a stand-up human being. But to see him, go on and further his career, increase his role within the organization, I'm super excited for him. And another thing that was going through my head as I was dealing with free agency, I was telling myself that I wasn't going to allow the business of the NFL to dictate my relationships with anyone within it. As far as my teammates, as far as Denny, my trainers, as far as anyone that I build a relationship wherever I'm at, I didn't want to allow the business and the nature of the business of people moving around and shifting hats to control my relationships with anybody. So, I've been working my phone more than normal, just calling people just to like continue those relationships and just let people know that like I'm here for you regardless of if we under the same roof or not.
What about Bobby Savage and Joe Dana? How much did you want to make sure that, being part back with them again, how much they've influenced you being part?
Super influenced me. Like Bobby Babbage is one of the biggest reasons I'm in the room. He was the safeties coach who ultimately said he wanted to, choose me my rookie year. So I'm super thankful for him and to have him at the DC and truly know me for who I am as a football player through and throughout is it's important to me. And the relationship that I built with Joe over the past 2 seasons is just like an extreme good one. Like Joe's a true leader of the room. Like he keeps it real. He keeps it honest. He keeps it solid. And I enjoyed the dynamic that we had all season with him. Just kind of running our DB room. It was he puts a lot of trust in the players, and he believes in his guys and his development. Week in week out. Just as far as like the things we were doing at practice that would help show up in the game, it was pinpoint on. And as a player, that's what you want. You want continuous development, no matter where you at. You want to feel like the people that are coaching you are continuing to want your best. And I felt that from Joe, and you get that from Bobby day in day out. Like Bobby is always, you know, requiring the best out of you no matter what. So I'm super excited to get back with them too.
Jared Forrest came through and talked to us about a little more than an hour ago. Did you get a chance to talk to him in the facility today or give him a feel like what the safety room is like, the kind of the character of it?
Yeah, we didn't get to like chop it up too much in detail, but I definitely got to see him, got to show him some love, got to tell him welcome, being here, and I've known him for a little bit, so to be able to continue to get to know him and develop together within that safety room, within the building of Buffalo, will be super exciting. So I'm excited to just push everybody in the room, for greatness, demand the best out of everybody no matter what. Because ultimately that'll get the best out of, our team and get us where we want to go.
Did you see the end of the Pitt basketball game the other night with the call? With the Jason Cable?
I missed it, but I went to a Pitt game a couple weeks ago versus Georgia Tech, and it was crazy officiating. It was crazy officiating. Coach Capel almost came out of his Nikes. And I was right there with him, man, because it was a lot of stuff that came down that held us from getting that win. But shout out Pitt basketball, shout out the whole university, hell to Pitt, hell to Pitt. For sure, much love.